G'day everyone, today I've come up here onto the Broken Creek. I'm in the Boosey Broken State Park and I'm at the junction of the Boosey Creek and the Broken Creek. This waterway is not a waterway that I fish often. In fact, a couple of times I have fished it, I haven't caught any fish. But it is such a lovely place. It's a highly regulated waterway, which means it's not the greatest for natural fish recruitment, but it has got benefits. And one of those benefits is that the banks are nice and dry. Unlike the Ovens River at home, which goes up and down with rainfall, where the banks are always muddy in the springtime, here the banks are nice and dry. I can drive up to the edge of the water, I can wet a line. Now this area of the Broken Creek does get stocked with yellowbelly and I think Murray cod, and it's also got quite a lot of carp. Today I'm expecting that if I do catch anything, it'll most likely be the carp. But there's no way of knowing unless I come out here. This is the third time in my life that I fished the Broken Creek. The last two times I come out here I caught nothing at all. But you know what, even if I catch nothing today, I don't care, because this is just one of those places that's just really pleasant to sit in the afternoon sun and relax. And if I catch a fish, even just a carp, well, that'll be a bonus. Got him. Haha, it's a mud marlin. I'll lift him out. Yep, he's out. There we go, folks. That is a European carp. People overseas get upset when they see me euthanize these things, but they are an introduced pest here in Australia. Right now I'm fishing at the junction of the Broken Creek over there and the Boosey Creek up that way. Boosey Creek, Broken Creek. Broken Creek runs for miles down that way now. This is stocked with yellowbelly. I am expecting to catch one or two carp. If I'm lucky I might get a yellowbelly. I don't hear a lot of really good fishing reports coming from this spot. But what a beautiful area. Oh yes, on. I missed the hookup. It is a carp, a little carp. Righto, mister, don't fall off. And there we have it. Another little carp. I've now caught two European carp of similar size using a bunch of worms and a sinker. Now I missed the hookup because I had a bite just before and it disappeared, so I thought I just might reel it in and check my bait, and there was a fish on the end. That, mate, you tricked me. You're a carp and you outsmarted me. But there was a fish on the end, so I pushed record and yeah, I caught him. So, two carp, no yellowbelly. That's okay. I'm having a blast. A beautiful area. Carp fishing is great fun. As with every time I do this type of fishing, bait fishing with worms, I'm using a paternoster rig with a sinker at the bottom, a loop off the side of the line on the hook with the worms, just to keep the bait off the bottom a little bit. When I'm drifting worms for trout, quite often I'll just tie the line straight to the hook, put a split shot up a bit higher. But here, I need a bit more weight because I want the line to stay in one spot. And a paternoster rig seems to work the best for me. I tell you what, not only did I miss the hookup, but I missed the greatest dive of all time. You can see where I landed. I've come running from over here. I saw my rod get a bite, and by the time I got here, I kid you not, all that was left of it was about a foot. The rest of it was in the creek. This little carp almost pulled my entire rod in the water. Wow. I was busy trying to get video footage of a bird dipping down on the water over there when this carp came along and almost pulled my rod in the drink. Oh well mate, carp number 3 on the worms, and you almost cost me my favourite fishing rod, my old 1970s fiberglass Black Queen. Served me very well over the years, this rod. Right, the rod's back in. Hopefully a carp doesn't pull it in the river. That was a close call. Check this out, I've taken a bit of skin off. And I've got sore ribs. Oh, I don't bounce as well as I used to 20 years ago, I can tell you. Bit of a nibble here, here we go. Got him. Well, this is a bigger one. I've caught 3 little ones, now I've got a slightly bigger one. I've got 3 little carp, now I've got one that's a little bit larger. I'm going to try and lift him out, but I hope it doesn't break my line. I have got fish grips here. I'm only using 4-pound line. Rightio. Carp number 4. Very dark. Well, let's see if we can get him out. Oh, I've got him out. Very dark. That's carp number 4, and it's also the biggest so far today. None of them have been big. Tell you what, I'm having an absolute blast. I'm having a ball catching carp today. Isn't it amazing, like, how often does this happen? You'll have 2 rods in. I've got one in here and one in down there, and all the bites and all the fish get caught on the one rod. Now I could just about guarantee that if I took this rod and put it down there, I'd probably still catch all the fish on the one rod. Oh no, again. Oh, this rod almost got pulled in the drink again. I got it on camera that time and I didn't have to dive and take all the skin off my bloody knees. I never realised I was so fit. Do you see how fast I ran over to that rod then? Righto, Carpy. I think this is number 6. Ready? Don't break the line. If he doesn't kick, I'll be right to deadlift him, I reckon. If he kicks, I'm in trouble. No, I'll be alright. We're safe. We are safe. That's the biggest one today. That is number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 5. That is carp number 5, and it's the biggest one today, all on worms, and I am having a blast. So much fun to catch these things. I know they're carp and I know they're a pest species, but gee, they're fun to catch. These carp are doing their damn hardest to make sure this rod gets pulled into the drink. Got him. Oh, he got off. I never got to see what he was. I'm presuming he was a carp, but he was wrapped around a snag out there. I was just thinking to myself, it's almost sunset. This is the time. Oh, I had to turn around really fast. I heard a noise and I thought maybe my other rod might have been just rocketing for the water. I was just thinking, it's almost sunset. This is the time of night where you might pick up a yellowbelly if you're lucky. Then I hooked a fish and I was hoping it was a big fat yellowbelly, but I'll never ever know. The law of averages says that it was just another carp. Oh well, that's a part of fishing. How nice is that? Just look at that. Absolutely beautiful. One of the best things about fishing in these lowland waterways right down in the flat country is the twilight. See, where I live in Wangaratta, we've got the Warby Ranges to the west of us, which means that the sun dips below the Warby Ranges, so we never really experience true twilight like this. The sun is just about to dip below the horizon now. We get these really nice warm hues. The leaves of the trees go nice and orange. It's just absolutely fantastic. Just beautiful. What a wonderful place. So what if it's infested with carp, with the odd chance of maybe catching a yellowbelly? So what? It is just such a wonderful place. Love it. Well, the sun has just set on a fantastic afternoon of bait fishing here in the Broken Creek. The elusive yellowbelly have eluded me, but I've managed to catch 5 carp. I've lost 1 other fish, and I've just had a wonderful and relaxing afternoon. It's been great. If you haven't already subscribed, then what are you waiting for? Underneath this video, you'll see the little red subscribe button. Click on that, and beside that there's a little picture of a bell. Click on that bell. That way you will get a notification every single time I upload a video, and that way you will not miss a single upload, because now that the weather's warming up, I'm going to be uploading fishing and outdoors videos much more frequently. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Nibble on the worms. He's nibbling, he's nibbling, he's nibbling. Got him. I've just filmed my closing scene. I said I've caught 5 carp, and now number 6 has come along. Much darker fish. This one, he's wrapped me around a heap of twigs and stuff. He's out there, he's out in the open. Wow, this one's almost black. It's amazing how these carp can get so dark in colour. I just finished saying goodbye, and I said I'll give the rods 10 more minutes, and then another one come along. Righto, mister. If you don't kick, we'll have a good friendship. Right, he is the biggest one today. Whoa. Look at that. He's a dirty carp, because he's just been rolling in the mud, because as I was lifting him up, I pulled the hook out of his lip. Carp number 6, after I filmed my final closing scene of this video. Having a blast. Half a dozen mud marlin.